Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for the crypto market recap. Let's hop into these charts, see what the story is and what it may be. And remember, if you're interested in any of the services I provide, please check the links in the description below for both the Patreon and Discord. Okay, so what a day, and what a refreshing day, I may add. We've been swimming in the blood ocean for the past couple, almost feels like a couple years, but it's just been a couple days, and we found our way into a nice, serene, green ocean, just relaxing in the green. But we're not completely out of the woods. We're going to go over some paths on Bitcoin as we are long that coin, and we're also going to go over, of course, Avalanche, Ethereum, Solana, and Link, because we're also long those. And we'll also touch on Matic and Polkadot, which we closed out those longs today in a very nice profit. And then if we have time, we might go over a few other coins. But let's take a look at what may be happening right now. As of now, we see Bitcoin is residing, chilling in that 30,000 to 28,000 support zone. That's been our target area for Bitcoin to pretty much find massive support. And so far, it's pulling through for us, right? We did have a really nice wick down, which funny enough, this got all the way down towards 26,590, 26,600. On other exchanges, it went down to 25,000. In 25,500ish. So, that's pretty interesting, because if you look at the bear flag, so we've been looking at this structure. I have this on log, sorry. Yeah, there we go. So if you look at this structure here, right, which we've been looking at for months, right? That's why if you're following this channel, you're in our Discord, you're not surprised at any of this movement. This is all probable, extremely probable. I've been saying it's going to be well over 80%. Like, this was super likely to break down and go down hard. What we see is that Bitcoin on some of these exchanges might have already played out the full one-to-one move on this pattern, right? So we want to take the top of the flag to the bottom of the flag and then pull this down towards the breakout area. And look, it's about 25,000. Some of these exchanges, price almost got there or just got there. So, we're encroaching at the end of this pattern's move, so validating it. So I do think we're going to go lower. We may not go lower right now, though. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing in the short term here. So as I said, we're holding this 30,000 mark. I'm possibly seeing a possible, again, bullish wedge formation forming here. Again, forgive my doodling. I'm not the cleanest drawer, but you get the idea. The most important thing is you're getting the sentiment, the bias from the pattern. The pattern itself, you could trade pattern if you want to be a pattern trader. I don't really call myself that. I'm more using the patterns to get the bias, the probabilities of the structure that's coming next. And take a look at this. I mean, we're on support. We're starting to slow down, especially from all this massive selling. And now we're possibly going to start rounding bottom here, and then having a nice little move higher. So, possibly confirming a wedge of some sort, and then getting towards 33,000. And then eventually towards this blue line at, could be 34,000, could even be 35,000 if this, has a really quick rise up. I don't think it'll be that fast. Do you think we'll get towards 34,000 again? And that's my general target area to close out the long. So if you're long with me on Bitcoin, that's what I'm generally looking at, okay? But what could happen if and when we get to this blue line? So what would happen, in my opinion, what's likely to happen based off the probabilities, is we'll find minor resistance here. Okay, we'll find minor resistance, and we may even start painting a bullish consolidation like a flag to try and get the fuel to break through this level. Okay, and then once we break through this level, the target's definitely going to be towards the orange line. So as close to the orange line as possible. This is going to be where you want to see price get to, and this would be, in my opinion, the prime optimal spots to start looking to, ladder into a short. Okay, because what's happening, we're going to go back up and test the bottom of this macro bear structure as resistance, which it's very probable to confirm as such, and then we will slowly start the process to go lower and lower, and then eventually break this low. Okay, that's the general structure I'm seeing. Again, this may not happen, right? So the breaking of the blue line doesn't have to happen. We could just start failing off from here and going lower. All right. This, in my opinion, if this does happen, it's going to be a massive sell-off in the equity markets once more. that pushes it. It won't just be a crypto move. It will be, the Nasdaq, the tech sector having another massive deleveraging event. All right. So again, we are, in my opinion, in the process of starting a somewhat significant bounce. Okay, you're going to get the best bounces in bear markets. You're going to get a nice significant bounce coming through here, and then eventually we're going to find minor resistance, and then there's going to be major resistance, and it's very likely to start breaking down from there. And in my opinion, we haven't had capitulation. I've been seeing this everywhere, that where people are saying we're going into capitulation. We've had capitulation. It may have happened. I think it's extremely unlikely. This structure was made to break under 30K and then get towards the mid to low 20Ks and maybe even lower. That's what this structure was made to do. That's what the structure was made to do. We're not under 30K. We're not trading under 30K. We're at 30K or at 28K. We're in the general zone that's trying to break. All right. This is supposed to get you towards $25,000, $24,000. That's what this was made to do. It doesn't have to happen. It's just most probable. And I always have to err on the side of where the probabilities are highest. Okay. That's how we have our win rate. So, we're going to see how Bitcoin plays. And, as we get towards 33, 34K, I'll be looking to close out the long. So if you're in that long with me, look for those levels to possibly take your profits. If it does go lower, well, we have our levels already, right? Our exposure to Bitcoin is so little, especially now that we closed out in profit those other two positions. Our overall crypto exposure is so minuscule that, there's so little risk. So if it does come down lower, we have levels where we're going to add on anyway. So again, no risk here. You should be very calm in this trade as long as you've been following my risk management, at least generally following it, and you're not over leveraged. Okay? So look for a move higher as we go into the weekend or at the end of the weekend as futures open back up for the equity markets. Before I go forward, I want to mention, I do see for the next week, I do see Nasdaq and the other, actually, let's use this one, the other indices going higher. Okay? I'll show you why I think they're going to go higher. Nasdaq had a great day today, and I've been eyeing this level for a long time. So take a look at this. Nasdaq's been in this beautiful channel. I actually mentioned this in our members video, so this is exclusive. This was exclusive for the Patreon members. I'm going to share it with everyone now. So, price was in this descending channel, comes down, hits this right here really hard, and now we're having a nice bullish engulfing candle to close out this week. Beautiful. And I'm targeting in the short term for the Nasdaq to get towards the top of the green box. So right here, to get towards the top, you see the confluence. It's the median line of the descending channel, and then it's also, a pretty significant resistance. Okay, it can't get past that. It can get past that. If it does get past that, I do see us getting towards, about 13,500, and then I do see a lot of chop in that area, and then we'll see if it goes lower or wants to go towards the top of the actual parallel channel. I have to give it some time there, but in my opinion, you have to have the bias that will go lower. Okay, but this is where I see it coming to in the short term. So anywhere towards 12,970 to maybe even like 13,000 if you want to round it up. Okay. So, and this will definitely pressure Bitcoin and all of crypto to go higher. And we saw that today. So another reason why I have the thesis that we are going to see, I think next week is going to be overall fairly bullish, at least compared to what we've been experiencing the last week or two. All right. Let's go to Avalanche, which is our other long, another position we're long. And take a look at Avalanche. Still long it. I do expect it to come further down into the $30 zone. I think it's going to want to revisit $30. We'll see if it can hold that level. It may not. Again, it's going to be kind of dependent on Bitcoin, but it's finding real resistance off of this line here. So, I pulled this line from here. So this was acting as major resistance all throughout the end of the year of 2021, and then it finally got broken through back in March of this year. And then I pulled it out further because I wanted to show that it's going to be somewhat of a respected area, right? I just wanted to show the members that, hey, even though the line gets broken through, pull it out into the future and take a look how price is going to interact with it. It might surprise you. And look at that. Price tried to hold support over it. Then we had a massive sell-off, and now it's coming back towards it and pretty much pinged it. Actually pinged it and sold right off. So, this line has a lot of interaction with price action, and you don't want to ignore something like that. So we'll see what Avalanche wants to do here. I actually see us possibly coming lower as it may start painting a bullish wedge, similar to Bitcoin, to try and get the fuel to break through. And if it does, I think you should easily find to get back to $40 and then eventually make a move towards $50 to $53. This is a really important level. Okay, this structure here was pretty much the fuel. Trying to find the fuel to break under $50, which is it succeeded mightily. So coming back to 50 to test that as resistance actually is very likely. Okay, and then failing off of there, again, that's more probable. That's more probable, and this would all happen as Bitcoin is breaking through that blue line, in my opinion. So if Bitcoin starts breaking through the blue line, that is when I would see us getting, making the way to get to $50. All right. So, if you're long with me, I'm targeting a breakage of this line. That's what I'm looking for. And I would be, I'm definitely looking just to grab, nab some profit at $40. That's my general target. If I end up closing more positions, let's just say Solana or Link start outperforming even my expectations, and I just start closing them out, I might give Avalanche a little bit more room, let it play around, and maybe try and grab as much of this move as possible towards $45 to $48. Again, we'll see. Definitely, something I'm thinking about. We have a lot more leeway with a lot of this stuff now that we closed out Matic and Polkadot as well. So going on to Ethereum. So Ethereum is also another one we're long, and this is actually for both the Patreon members and the free members. I made this a free trade, so everyone in the Discord got the call out, and currently I think I want to say we're break even or slightly in the red. Let me just check my entry here. Let's see here, Ethereum. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we're about break even. Yeah, we are break even. So really nice. And again, very similar to Avalanche, pulled this trend line down, and look at this, price pings it right here. This is why I love messing with trend lines. I mean, you can see some really cool interactions with price. And yeah, pinged it right there, tagged in my opinion, a very strong support level, about $1,800 to $1,850. To be, a lot of demand down there. And broke under 2,000 because what was it painting? This massive bear flag, which was made to break under 2,000. This was all made to get under 2,000, and now we're at it. And I think it's very likely, as time goes on, if Bitcoin continues to paint what I think it will, start a bullish pattern, you'll have a move higher, at least towards 2,200, and then back towards 2,400. Okay. And then, from there, we'll see what happens, but it's probably likely we start, faltering out and coming lower. All right, but we're in the process of possibly getting nice bottoming, like short-term bottoming patterns out. Okay, and that's why throughout all the dumping, all the selling, if you were in my group, what were we doing? We were buying. This was for both stocks and crypto. We were just on a buying spree because you don't want to follow. In the end, you don't want to follow the masses. Okay, you might make money, but consistently following the masses will definitely lead you to ruin, because the majority of people are going to lose money, right? You don't want to be in the majority of what they're, be in the majority of people and do what they're doing, all right? So, as they were selling, we were looking to buy, and so far we're being rewarded for it. It did take some time. Hopefully we'll see more reward as time goes on. As we come towards the end of the weekend, we might get rewarded some more, okay? Let's take a quick look at Solana. So Solana, again, beautiful tap at $38. That again, that's gonna be really important resistance support as well. $30 is pretty important. And then what did I do? I pulled down this trend line again, and we're seeing we're generally respecting this zone. Let's thicken this out. So I do think this is going to play somewhat of a role. Minor resistance, in my opinion. It's not going to be major. So it's going to take some time. Again, it's primed to start painting a bullish wedge pattern. Okay, that's again, we're just talking about what may be. We don't know what is. It's all but may be. But this is the sort of structures you want to see for finally a small reversal, for a short-term reversal. And with all the selling we've had, these small reversals will be percentage-wise huge. I mean, we're already seeing it. You're having 20% days, 13% days, 14% days. Like, we've sold off 60, 70% in some coins. So when they reverse, they're going to be moving up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. So, that's why playing these swings are going to be really nice for us. And, if this breaks out, gets the field to break through, this descending trend line, I mean, the first target's got to be around $60, right? It's got to be around $60. And if that breaks through, then you're likely going to get back towards $75. All right, and that's when I'll start looking for exhaustion to start kicking in. I might even start looking to open up a short there, because I would be very content closing at $60, maybe even $55, $58, something around there. Again, I have to see how price action looks, but $60, $65, like this general area here has my eye. But if we start breaking through, going $75 to $80, I'm definitely gonna be tempted looking for a possible short position. Again, it has to come into this level really hard, and Bitcoin has to be approaching the orange line as Solana is coming into this level, or at least the blue line. So if Solana is really outperforming Bitcoin and Bitcoin's just at the blue line, and then Solana is reaching this level, then I might be interested to take a short there as well. Okay, so if you're in the long with me, keep your eye on $60, maybe 58, but 60 to 65 is like the general zone I want to look towards exiting the long. I'm tempted to give this a little bit more room because we closed out Matic and Polkadot, and Polkadot was really nice, a really nice profit. They're both really good profits, but Polkadot was almost 20%, I think. So it was pretty nice. So we have a lot more powder on the side, and our principal is well protected with all the profits we've made in the last couple months. All right, so let's take a quick look at Link. So that's the other one we're long. So yep, Link, just missed actually tapping $5.10, but kissed that general zone. So pretty nice, pretty good looking. We'll see how this daily candle closes out. We got about 45 minutes. Again, they all look pretty similar. Link looks like it probably will slow down, may have a little bit more upside. I am a little worried, if this gets too draggy, like if it comes up kind of like this, where you might be seeing more downside, something like this. Okay, so something like that may happen. I don't think that's going to happen. One, it may take too long. If this does happen, then it's likely that Bitcoin overall is failing the support level and will probably be going lower. All right, so you do want to give this time. But Link did have a really nice snapback from that general zone, and I think it's likely that at the very least it'll get towards $8 and change. But I do think it'll probably get towards this blue line again at some point around $10. All right, and depending how long it takes, it could be anywhere from $10 all the way towards like $9 and change. All right, if you're along with me, my $8 was my general target level at first, but since we closed Matic and Polkadot, I'm willing to give this a little bit more room towards $8.80 to $9, because that's pretty attractive. And if it does fail there, it's possible to fail there. Like there's enough. I think there's enough selling at $9 that would cause a bit of a hamper there. But even then, I still think it's more probable to get to $10. But I'll definitely not get greedy and take my money at $9. Again, when you're in a bear market, the bounces are really nice, really strong, but you don't want to get greedy. You want to make sure you take your money when the market offers it for you. So let's take a look at Matic, which is one of the ones we closed. I forgot to delete this, whatever. So got in about 65 cents, had a beautiful snapback higher, took a quick profit at $10, almost 11%. This was about 2.5 day trade. So I'm not going to complain with how quick the trade went. Made our money, got out. It's beautiful. You can't complain about that. And again, Matic, it's gonna probably follow Bitcoin overall as well. I don't see much reason to think this will have relative strength against it. One of the reasons why I closed it out is because I was looking at the exposure, the overall exposure for the account on crypto, and this one was the most ready for me to take profits off. I also didn't like the rejection it had at 74.4. The rejection was a lot harder in the short term compared to the other coins. So I ended up paying a limit order at 72 cents, and it got filled later that day. So that's where I was. That was my thinking. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna slowly carve out some of these patterns that some of these coins where I'm seeing like the price action isn't as strong. Or if the percentage gain was big enough where I'm comfortable taking right now. So Matic was one of them. All right. So beautiful trade. So if you're in that trade with me, congrats. Again, doesn't get much better than that. The only way we got better is we didn't have to experience this drawdown. But beauty is most of this happened while, if you were in the U.S., we were asleep. So I guess we didn't have to see it. Polkadot. So Polkadot, the other one we closed out. Okay, like 16.5% gain. This was a nice trade. It was really nice. Again, came right down towards our level at $10, pierced it really hard. I mean, pierced it really hard, made a drop all the way towards $7, which is, you know, really impressive. I mean, the crazy part is I had an order for $6.50. You know, I had an add-on order for $6.50. If this wicked even lower, this would have been an incredible trade. But, you know, it didn't. You know, and that sometimes happens. And, again, we can't look a gift horse in the mouth, as they say. We have to take the profits that we're given. And we had a nice 16.5% gain. And Polkadot, reason why I closed out Polkadot is the percentage gain was good enough, and the candle was really overextended. Okay, and we're seeing that. You see, this is all profit taking. Okay, I wouldn't consider this wick here, you know, bearish. It's more profit taking. But again, we'll see. Again, it's following Bitcoin as Bitcoin loses 30,000. So, you know, it could be the beginning of another consolidation, possibly going like this. And, you know, again, that's actually somewhat bullish. Okay, you could read that as a bull flag from this this daily candle right here, or you might actually start seeing it as an overall bullish wedge, right? So you want to keep your eye on this, because this is what gives you the probabilities of what the next, you know, the next move is going to be, and then take into account the overall structure, right? So if it does start breaking out bullish eventually, you know, $14 I think is on deck. Yeah, $14 looks really good to get hit again. And I do think there'll be some massive resistance there. If it starts breaking past $14, I will be interested in getting into a short, looking to ladder into shorts. Okay, because that's going to be the next step. And this is one of the reasons why I do think this green, you know, this green tidal wave we've had. Going into the weekend, I do see the weekend slowing down. I do think we might even get some red day, like some significant red days, you know, 5-6% red days, or mostly just a really boring time with very low volatility before the futures open up. I do think we're going to have more upside. There's going to be a lot of price action, a lot of bullish momentum to try and trap more retail traders in. So, you know, just like a lot of the retail traders that were going short got trapped, you know, all down here, right? They're just jumping in on the bandwagon, and a lot of them that got short around here, you know, like let's go back to Bitcoin, look at this. So a lot of the retail futures traders that are, you know, looking to go went to go short, you know, they might have shorted this big ass candle right here at May 9th, right? There's a massive candle on Bitcoin, about 12% down almost. A lot of them open short all around here, right? All around here. And the thing is, like, you know, this is likely to get them out. This is likely to get them out if this starts playing out. And that's when you want to start exiting your longs, exiting your buys, and slowly rotating bearish, right? You don't want to immediately go against the masses. You want to slowly rotate against them. Slowly rotate against them. All right? Okay, so let's take a look at XRP, and I think that might be it. I don't think I'm gonna look at anything else. I'll just look at XRP, and then I'm done. So XRP, you know, came right into 40 cents. Even came all the way down towards 32 cents, 33 cents. Crazy drop, crazy drop. You know, 50 cents for me was major support, and it was acting like that until, you know, I mean, May 11th. I mean, completely just enveloped. It was a tsunami of selling in all of crypto. And yeah, you know, that level couldn't handle it. But the other level I was mentioning as well was about 40 cents to 39 cents, and so far it's been holding well. It's been holding well. We'll see if it can continue so. If it does, you know, I do see a general ranging kind of happening here. And you know, that could end up being bullish. Again, as I've said about XRP, with all the fundamental issues it's having with the, you know, the SEC and stuff, just be very careful looking for any significant upside. It's possible, especially with how much we've sold. Okay, a bounce for XRP now could end up being like a, you know, 20 to 30% bounce. That would not be out of the realm. I mean, look at Polkadot. Polkadot went up like almost 40% today, which was totally fine. Just looking at the chart, that's just how much it's sold off in the past couple of days. So, you know, it could definitely you could start seeing like a crazy range here. All right, it does depend on what Bitcoin does overall. So, you know, if Bitcoin starts faltering where it is, starts losing 29,000, 30,000, really starts losing 28,000 decisively, then yeah, I don't think you're going to see much impulse on XRP. I do think 39 to 40 cents will hold even in that until Bitcoin starts breaking lower, going towards like 25, 24,000. Then you might start seeing like a 36, 34, 32 cent XRP, and then eventually towards 24 cents. Like that, again, this is going to be a big level as well. All right, big level if it gets down there. Be a big level for XRP. All right. So, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else I want to add. We're going to keep our eye on it. We're possibly starting, bullish patterns, short-term bullish patterns. We're still in a bearish overall trends here. And we do want to keep an account. It's still more probable that we're going towards the low 20Ks for Bitcoin right now. All right, but the Nasdaq is showing life, and that's great. That's great. We're gonna have a bit. Seems like we may have a bit of a reprieve for some time. And also remember, a lot of the bad news with inflation has been, it's coming past. So there's not gonna be much more at the moment. Much more impulse from the news for us to go lower. Okay. All right. So everyone, remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. Love you guys. Take care.